Last but not least, we have Mermaids and Monsters. This is a bit of an experiment for IP. We've always been open to experiments and innovative work. And Meg Green presented her work in discussion with me some time ago. And actually the photography came second. I think she was talking about another work, wasn't you, Lauren? Initially. But she showed me a sample of her marine photography, and it's just wonderful. She had this idea of teaming the work up with inspirational sayings. So that, it's fine in theory, but when you have to have clearance for sayings like that, you want to make sure that the authors of that work are either willing to contribute their work or well and truly dead. And we made sure of both of those and came up with some compromises there, but I'm sure you'll appreciate the final result. So please welcome Meg Green.
Yeah, I'm not an author. I'm not a writer. I'm a photographer. But I thought I'd just give a backstory on one of the photographs that are featured in the book. It was a warm winter's day, though in the northwest of Australia, where the desert meets the sea, warm days are the rule, not the exception, even in the middle of winter. For reasons largely unknown, the ocean was pulsing with life. Scientist types would perhaps speculate that this was due to moon phase, wind direction, and water temperature, perfectly aligning to bring masses of plankton, the basis of the marine food web, to the surface. Children's authors might write that the animals were gathering for the annual Reef Meat and Greet Festival, while the hippies may simply say that it was magic and offer no further explanation. Regardless of reason, the masses of baitfish, sharks, whales and dolphins that were encountered that day were a spectacle to behold. Amongst this explosion of life were whale sharks, in abundance, and easily visible from the spotter plane, boat, and in the water. To be spoilt for choice in such a manner is a nature-based tour operator's dream situation. As we swam with one great spotty fish after another, there was little time for rest. Our passengers began to tire, and our group of 20 swimmers was reduced to a handful of backpackers, intent on squeezing as many moments out of their dollar as humanly possible. The skipper gave the call to the remaining few but faithful snorkelers, and we finned over to the 7-metre beauty for one final swim before calling it a day. The day's agreeable conditions had afforded me ample opportunities to take many photographs of whale sharks, identification shots for the researchers, Facebook profile pictures for our passengers and staff, and of course the all-important selfie. With all these images sufficiently captured, it was time to get creative. I started to duck dive under the shark, playing around with the camera settings. On the third dive or so, I noticed a particularly large remora, or suckerfish, swimming slightly deeper than me and off to the left. The remora was large and had presumably dislodged from something even larger. Knowing that a massive oceanic animal is beneath you and yet out of your field of view is terrifying and intriguing in equal measures. However, I didn't have time to act on either emotion, for in the next moment it was right in front of me. In the snorkel and dive industry we call it getting buzzed. When an animal comes in close of its own accord, takes a look and then continues on its way. On that afternoon, while swimming with a whale shark, we were buzzed by a humpback whale. Good luck, rather than good management, allowed me to jag a few images of that beautiful 10 seconds in time, one of which is featured on the first page of my book, Mermaids and Monsters. I've often wondered how or why I could be so lucky to be privy to such a beautiful and amazing 10 seconds. Perhaps it was the perfect alignment of elemental forces bringing plankton to the surface. Perhaps this lone whale was meandering along, looking for the annual reef meet and greet festival. Or perhaps the day was just sprinkled in a little bit of magic.
Well, you've been very patient and enthusiastic. I think you deserve a good round of applause. Several of our authors have traveled long distances to attend this event and celebrate this historic occasion with us, and I hope you will welcome them in the best possible way, which is, of course, by buying their book.